Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game and playing a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Fielded at the 20. Well, there's a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. You look at this Bears defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Now it's Richardson.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
Jones on the return.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 5.
He finds his man complete. That's Terry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Down the right sideline.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
Well, I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefiting.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground with Spiller.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Niners come in looking for win number 8 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Spiller. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
They go play action with Richardson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now Richardson.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners.
And even 40 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Spiller.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Isaiah Spiller with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And the Bears first down. Okay, Frank, close check.
Running left, it's Mixon.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On the double.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket for the defenders.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Out on 4th down comes Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
That is going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now Richardson.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jones on the return. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Niners are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Okay, ready? Second Pirates! Second Pirates!
Off play action. Richardson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Richardson to throw.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Toward the sideline, intercepted.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
2nd and long. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are back within a score.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, There's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, again to Spiller.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Richardson looking to throw.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
A handoff running left, Mixon.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here is 3rd and 5.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. but clearly there's some growing still to do.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following it. Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Right back to Spiller on second down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 82 yards rushing for him as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
Richardson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed. And a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
Let's go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Set, cut. Ready.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Drake Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Chicago. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
This to get the lead up to 4. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's taken in by Watson. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They're going to try and run with Spiller. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense.
He's got it in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Terry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll set up a throw.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun again to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Joe Mixon,
A 5-yard touchdown run.
and the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
On the option left, Richardson.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He'll look to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete.
Jones breaking from the contact. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker that put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Let's go.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
They'll try and sneak it here.
And he's taken down, and that'll get him a little bit closer. Every yard at this point will help your field goal kicker out.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
On the set.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through, and they have regained the lead.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best